Hey, what's up guys and girls, it's me, EMKWAN, here with Avora TV, the YouTube's freshest geek lifestyle broadcaster. Peace and blessings to all out there. Hope you guys are well and welcome back after our 2-week break for summer. And we're here with Avora News because today we had some announcements from the US. Remember a while ago there was that battle between Apple and Samsung? Apple claiming that Samsung had copied some of its patents and copied some of its devices, including the iPhone and the iPad. Well, yesterday it finally came to some kind of conclusion. In San Jose, California, a 9-member jury finally decided in favor of Apple, claiming that yes, Samsung had copied some of its patents for some of its devices. Now let's take a moment to consider what things are like at Samsung's head offices. Oh shit. Yes, it's pretty bad. Basically, this has come to court over the period of the last few months, in which Apple took Samsung to court over the fact that it claims that Samsung directly copied some of its patents and some of the designs based on the iPhone and the iPad. Now, in essence, what this means is that the jury did find in some cases, particularly around some of the more popular Samsung devices, like if you own a Galaxy S2 or a Galaxy Tab 10.1 point something, that those mobile devices did infringe some of Apple's patents, and they in fact copied the designs of some of Apple's products. Now, since Samsung has been found guilty of that, what does that mean? Well, it basically means, number one, a big fat $1 billion fine that Samsung has to pay Apple. Now, if you think about it for a moment, $1 billion is a hell of a lot of money. But if you're a big corporation like Samsung, that's not so bad, considering that Apple, in fact, wanted to take Samsung to account for almost $2.5 billion. In some respects, in some ways, Samsung has got off slightly lightly. But there's also something else to think about. That is, what does that mean to those devices that are currently being sold in America and no doubt worldwide? If you look at the Samsung S2, it's still a very popular phone. You look at the Samsung Galaxy Tab 10.1 point something, that's still very popular as well. So how are the markets, how are vendors, how are retailers going to deal with that? Well, that's not entirely been sorted out as per yet. In fact, Apple's going back to court to hear a verdict as to the sales, the continued sales. Now, it might mean that in the US, sales of those devices may be stopped, halted altogether, which in turn, in some ways, is going to affect Samsung even more. But that's that. The more important question is that how does it affect now future devices, and what about the other vendors? If Apple's been so successful taking Samsung to account, will that mean that Apple will start focusing on other vendors as well, including HTC, Motorola, anybody else? So in my opinion, I think this is an ongoing battle, and this is only the beginning of more battles that we're going to see between camp or team Apple and team, ultimately, Android and Google. But hey, which camp are you on? Team Apple or team Samsung? What do you think about the ruling and the decision that was made? Are you for or against it? How do you feel about that? Leave a comment down below, or even better, pull out your S3, your S2, your Samsung device, or even your iPhone and post a video response. Anyway guys, that's a really short video wrap up to give you up-to-date information about this. We'll see you next week with lots more goodness, including a collaboration with Gadgets Boy and Geekanoids. So stay tuned for that. Until then, remember you can hit us on Twitter, Facebook, and if you want to stalk me, you can stalk me on the Instagram as well. I will see you in the next video. Until then, stay geek. Check out some of the other videos on this channel. Behave yourselves and don't do anything I won't. Until then, peace and blessings.